Welcome back to Doodling with Purpose, our inside look at ancient Egyptian language and how to write it and how to draw it in your spare time from home. Because, hey, we're all looking for new hobbies to do at home and things to do while we're inside. And this just keeps going on and on, doesn't it? We're in July 2020 here, and we're yet to go party outside like these ancient Egyptians are doing. But that's okay, because there's plenty of learning to do at home, and there's plenty of more Doodling with Purpose lessons. So let's jump into this week's lesson. We're going to be doing the cutest hieroglyph, the baby antelope. Yes, well, we'll have more baby antelopes in a moment. And we're also going to get into Ka, which is a very important hieroglyph because it is one of the key three aspects of Egyptian religion, the Ba, the Ka, and the Ah. But that's not important at this time. We'll get into that later. But for now, time for review. We're going to look at the three hieroglyphs that we learned last week so we can continue to practice them. Because if you're not practicing them each week, then you're not doodling with purpose correctly. There's a correct way? I guess so. All right, so from last week, we had the butcher block, two diagonal lines down, cross in the middle, and then the bottom cross, which should be longer. All right, that's the butcher's block. Next up, we have the fish. It looks kind of like the mouth, the R, but it's the fish in. Top fin, dot for the mouth, and bottom fins, which is the fish, in, like in the Nile. And then the eye, which is like iris, All right, and that's the eye. All right, so let's jump into our new glyphs for this week. First, we are going to do a needle pulling thread. No, it's not Julie Andrews. It's actually a bunch of needles. It's a bundle of needles, I believe is the technical term that Egyptologists use. And these needles are tied together, which makes it easy because it's basically a rectangle. And this is going to make the sound is, like is, but more kind of like a hissing is, like a hard I in the back of your throat. All right, it's kind of like, is a needle pulling thread? Yes, it is. Okay, I know that was terrible. So the way this is drawn, it's a rectangle down, a line through the rectangle, and then a half question mark. Again, that's a rectangle, straight down, back up, line through the rectangle, and a half question mark. Straight down, back up, line through the rectangle, and a half question mark. And that's your bundle of needles. All right, next up, we are going to do the antelope. And not just any antelope, but probably the cutest of all hieroglyphs, the baby antelope. It's a little tricky to draw, but it's sort of like the headless calf we did a few weeks back. And it's going to actually be the same shape you'll do for the rabbit and for some other animals coming up. But let's just take a minute to enjoy the baby antelope. It's so cute. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So the baby antelope we'll be drawing is very much like this statue. It's in this position. It's kneeling down, looking straight forward. And this is going to make the sound ew, ew, I-W. It's kind of like, you know, like even a baby calf is sometimes called a sheep, a ewe, and that's how I tend to think of it sometimes, ew. So I know, I have odd ways of remembering these things. However you want to remember it is good. You don't have to go by my weird brain. All right, so the baby calf antelope, first the legs, then we're going to go up to do the snout, then back around for the top of the head, around for the butt and the tail, a curve and a line for the bottom, a skybird for the belly, antlers, and eye. So again, first we're going to do the front legs, up for the head, across for the top of the head, back around for the back, it's curved line, skybird for the belly, antlers and eye. Once again, straight forward and back around for the upper leg, snout, top of the head, back around for the back, curved line, straight forward, skybird, antlers and eye. And that is how you draw the baby antelope. Yay! We just drew a baby antelope. It's a tricky one. It is. It took me a long time to get that one. I had to practice a lot. But we're not just doing hands in the air like we don't just care for the fun of it. It's also because this is our next glyph. We're going to do a very important glyph as far as the religion of Egypt is concerned. So this is the glyph Ka, Ka. And Ka, not only is this pronounced Ka, but the word Ka means spirit. So it's a very important one, and you'll see it come up a lot. You'll see it drawn a lot. You'll see it appearing in lots of different ways. This is Egyptian god holding up the sky with the power of Ka, if you will. So definitely an important one to learn, and you don't have to worry about the evil Ka monster and the good Ka spirit, but just know that the Ka is an important part of religious life, and this one is both a thing and the sound it makes. Not all glyphs are like that, but this is one of those rare cases where it is both Ka, like the spirit, up into the air, and it's pronounced Ka, Ka. So that's kind of your sort of shortcut in your cheat sheet there. You don't have to have any of my weird brain things that symbolize other things to remember how it's pronounced. So, yep, two hands in the air, praising, Osiris. All right, easy to draw. A diagonal down, diagonal up, and a curved line to represent the thumb. Diagonal down, across, diagonal up, curved line for the thumb. Once again, diagonal down, across, diagonal up, curved line for the thumb. And that's Ka. And that is your introduction to the mysteries of Egypt. I know, there's a whole, you could get into like Ka, Ba, and Ah, which are the three concepts of Egyptian religion: the body, the spirit, the mind. That's a whole other YouTube channel probably talking about Egyptian religion. We're just doing, hieroglyphs and how to draw them, but we're still going to cover a lot of those, secrets of the pyramids and, learning about all sorts of things that you may not have known about the pyramids, about Egypt, and keep coming back each week. And we'll keep doodling with purpose, learning to draw hieroglyphs from home. Hope you've enjoyed it. Come back next week for 3 more glyphs, and I'll see you guys in the Egyptology wing of your local museum. Thanks for watching.